Yo, 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 how's it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I am here with the man, Eggfoty, Andy Munro, and Sharksray footy. Yeah, we are doing our 2025 season predictions. I've got a feeling we're going to have some interesting takes, so make sure you tune in for the whole video. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. So we're going to start off with our top eights. We'll run it however you boys want to do it. If you want to go first eight or eighth to first. Andy, do you want to kick us off, mate?
This will be a really well researched. Not really. It's like Sam McClure level. GWS first. I think they're going to go well. Brisbane, Freo, Hawks make up the top four, so a little bit different. Then we go Sydney, dropping out of the top four. Geelong sneaking in. I'm going to back in the Crows to go seventh. And then we got Gold Coast. They're now wearing the pink, and they're going to make the finals for the first time.
Very nice, very nice. Sharksray, how do you feel about that? Your Swans dropping out of the four.
Well, since Andy doesn't really know ball, Sydney Sydney make top four, obviously. I'm biased, so that's why. Brisbane will go third, Cats second, and Dockers first. I think the inclusion of Bailey Smith in the Cats line is going to make them better than people seem to think they are. Brisbane get players back, so they're going to be stronger than their fucking grand final team, I feel like, which usually helps. Because it just, I don't know, I feel like they're just a complete package now. Their rebound off halfback is incredible. Amos looks really good, as usual. Tracy looks even better. They've got a lot more avenues to goal. Who was their winger? Was it Jeremy Sharp? He had a really good season last year. He's pretty underrated, I feel like. Finishing out the top eight, I got Port coming fifth. They just need a good goal kicker, and they could finish higher, but they could finish lower as well. I had Carlton in sixth, but I feel like their injury list is getting a bit difficult to deal with. So I think GWS will finish sixth, Suns will finish seventh, and Hawthorn will round out the eight. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on what I think yet. Just wait for the practice games, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know Freo have a fair few of their guys playing in the All-Stars team, but I'm quite interested to see how they go with their first pracky match this weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be there live, baby.
Yeah, do you reckon they play 100%?
Nah, no chance. No chance.
Bit of a piss take, probably.
Oh, if you remember the old EJ Witten games, where they'd set up like an oxygen tent in the center square or something. I'm hoping something along those lines, but
oxygen tent gives the sexual powers.
Yeah, that's it.
I love how they brought the Super Goal in to like test if it could be an actual thing in like a main season, and then it just
I think it should
pre-seasons
never happened.
I think it should be.
It would be pretty entertaining.
It would, like, imagine a team's like 8 points down, minute to go, and then like prime buddy,
someone with a huge leg.
yeah, prime buddy,
game's never
on the
over.
wing.
Yeah, game's never over. It's a lot more exciting.
The 3-point line ruined the NBA, so you're opening a can of worms.
Yeah.
Do you really think that, or
Not really?
Okay.
Yeah, so I've written this on the back of my Centrelink card, so bear with me.
Queenslander.
So number one, I've got my Brisbane. I don't care if I'm biased. I'm not ashamed to admit it. We have a lot of strength coming back in. We've got Levi Ashcroft coming in next year, and also Sam Marshall. That's going to be huge. Coleman's coming back when he's ready. McCarthy, Duday, Gardner. We're gonna get some crazy additions in whether it's opening round or whenever. It's gonna be a big start to the year. GWS and Geelong and Collingwood make up the rest of my top four. I think GWS aren't going anywhere. Geelong always find a way somehow in the back half of the season. Like they're nowhere, and then they come from like 11th or 12th and like somehow make fucking top four and end up losing a preliminary final. Seems like every year. Same with GWS. I think they'll be pretty strong. Collingwood, I think, gonna put Nick Dacos, I think, is gonna put the team on their back, and they're gonna get back up in the top four. They, on paper, they're just too good of a team to like really stay on the bottom too much, unless the passage of time, age. They have a lot of old players. I think that might be their Achilles heel, if you will. Fremantle are very good. They look exceptional to me. They missed out on the 8 last year from pretty much bad luck, based on how the last few games at round 24 went for them. Sydney, they got pummeled in the grand final, but they're too good of a team to not make the 8. And Port Adelaide, it's going to be a weird year for them. Ken Hinkley's just announced today, I think, that this is going to be his last year. So I don't know how that's going to affect the player's mindset, how that's going to affect Ken Hinkley on game day, if he's going to be trying to be too much of like a mentor role to Josh Carr or whatever, or if Ken's checked out already for this year. I know old Volcano Kane Corns has been vocal about that today, and I see where he's coming from. It's kind of a weird time to announce it. Personally, I'd announce it like towards the end of the year, but whatever.
In the presser as well, Ken looked like he wanted to kill Kosh.
Yeah,
who doesn't?
Maybe a bit of pressure from the ball, David Koshi, maybe, but yeah, it's a weird time to announce it. And I think if I didn't watch it, I was at TAFE today, but like if what you said about Kenny is true, then I think he knows it as well. Like, he's an intelligent fella. He's been around footy for a long time. Like, the more distractions, the worse your footy team is for the year, unless you're Brisbane like last year. But that's neither here nor there. And last but not least, I think Gold Coast, despite the freaking insistence on wearing the most busted fit imaginable, I've just seen the Gather Round. Is it Gather Round or opening round? Yeah, it was Gather Round. Fucking with the pink and the grey. Very
Wait,
bizarre.
is that a thing?
That's a thing.
It is for real, yeah.
It's not.
No chance.
That's a real thing. A focus group made that. I think despite all that ridiculousness, I think they'll have a good year. I think their academy's going crazy, and like if not now, then when?
Oh, what the? I just saw it. Sorry, verbal displeasure with the fit.
You just hated my opinion that much.
No, I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Why did they go? Oh, you swapped that around, man. That is
Exactly.
bad. That is bad.
Yeah, I think also on the Ken factor, I think it's also going to put pressure on other coaches as well, because there's a very experienced coach who, like, whether you like Port or not, has the ability to take a average team to a finals contender. Like,
Prelim every year and lose.
Yeah, but you'd rather be in there than not.
Yes, exactly.
So, like,
I mean, Ken Hinkley has been... Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I think it puts a lot of pressure on other coaches as well.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want about Ken Hinkley. Like, his record has been maligned for the last couple of years. Like, he hasn't been to a grand final, all that crap. But he is a competent coach. Like, Port Adelaide was dying in the arse before he came to bail them out in 2013, 2012, 2013. Like, he rebuilt a football club and brought them back to a B's what from a grand final in 2014. You know what I mean? So, like, he is a very capable football coach. And I think perhaps changing circumstances might be good for him. He might get to a grand final with another club, be it who's due for a new coach? Maybe like
Bulldogs.
Melbourne, maybe Bulldogs. I guess Bulldogs. Maybe something like that might do good for Ken Hinkley.
Lions, even some would say.
Oh fuck no, fuck you.
Not many, but some would say.
We've got some would say, someone would say.
Yeah, I
You and all your mates.
Must be a pretty smart fella.
I was actually going to change mine around a little, my ladder. My top 8, that is, but an ad poured into it, and then the Ken news came in today, so I've left it how I've written it a couple of days ago. I've got the Hollywood Hawks are going to come 8th. They've got a bit of a
Hollywood Hawks. The what?
They're going to come 8th. Oh no,
the Hollywood Hawks. I like that. That's cool. Hollywood Hawks Hogan.
I think they've got a bit of a tougher start to the season, but I think they're a mixed bag, because you got them young guys like the self-proclaimed wizard and who like talking the talk, but it's just going to be whether they can walk the walk.
He can walk the walk, the Whistler.
I've got Carlton finishing 7th. They've got a couple big injury concerns that you'd be worried about. Curnow, love or hate him, Charlie Curnow, he's very fragile. Well, not fragile. So he makes Carlton fragile when he's not there. Like, he's very instrumental to their attack, and I think if he's not there early, it's going to really make it hard for the Blues. Got Gold Coast coming in 6th to bring in their maiden finals campaign, and their additions, Noble and Rioli, like, I think they're going to be huge. Collingwood coming 5th. The top 4, GWS coming 4th. Freo, they're going to heave-ho all the way to 3rd. Sydney going to come 2nd, and the Lions going to come 1st, I think.
Mm-hmm. Fuck with it. Most of it.
Yeah, and I
What,
think.
what part do you not fuck with?
I think that's obvious.
Wait, you don't think GWS can come fourth?
Fuck you, shut up.
Hang on. There we go. I'm figuring it out. You see this bitch?
You see this bitch?
Yeah, you bought me this one. You bought me that one.
I'll take it back home with me if you don't get your act together.
But you're not allowed in this room.
What, I'm not allowed inside the goon cave?
This is where the magic happens, brother, and you are not that. You're not that guy.
Oh, let's see how well that works out for you.
Next up, we've got our grand finalists and our premiers. I think we'll go to the other way around. We'll start it off with Eggfoty.
So I did not write this down on my Centrelink card, but I have two scenarios. One is Brisbane Hawthorn. Brisbane, assuming they don't have the premiership hangover that the last couple premiers have had, I don't think they will. Assuming they don't have that, I think they have every opportunity of making it back to the grand final. Hopefully, they have they make the situation easier this year. They get two finals at the Gabba. They get statistically speaking, they get a better chance of making a consecutive grand final, 3 consecutive grand finals as a matter of fact for a back-to-back. And Hawthorn being Hawthorn, I think they have like a I didn't put them in my top 8, I just realized, so I'm apologize about that, but
Oh my god.
assuming they prove me wrong, which they probably will, and they get they have like a Brisbane type Western Bulldogs type scenario like we did last year in Bulldogs 2016.
Why do you do
They
this?
get in like that, and I have my second scenario, Brisbane Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide galvanise around Ken Hinkley, have a stellar year, and like Kennett curse type shit where they finally break the prelim curse, and they get into the grand final. And Brisbane, Brisbane. Yeah, so yeah, great. Yeah, what do you reckon? Great, good, bad? Fucking say something.
How can you
Distinct lack
pick
of Sydney winning.
how can you pick Hawthorn if they're not in the 8?
Who do I take out of my 8?
Because this is the exclusive reveal of the play-in tournament at the end of this year that they're bringing in.
The play in, yeah, that's a good point.
Hutchie's
The
idea.
play-in tournament,
Yeah.
Fuck, who do I take out of my 8?
Lions.
No, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Lions aren't making the 8.
No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm taking Sydney out of my top 8.
He's scribbling them out too. Did you hear that? Be serious.
Yeah, fucking.
I might have to change my answer from the last time.
This pen's fucking shit.
Brisbane can't
I
do
ripped my
anything.
I ripped my piece of paper, but fucking Hawks.
Well, I guess it's my turn then.
Alrighty.
Yeah, fucking. Don't everybody
So-
go at once.
Return of the Ray.
Yeah, so there's Return of the Ray. You know how it is. I'm gonna change my answer from last time. Freo still win, but they beat Brisbane in the grand final, and they set a new record too.
What's the record?
Well, you know how the Chiefs didn't score by halftime.
Oh fuck.
Neither do the fucking Lions, baby.
What's the score? 60-0.
Quite a bit to nothing. I don't know. I can't see that far into the future. Just halftime.
And
But yeah,
the greatest comeback in AFL history.
You done that once this year, mate. The last year, mate. It's not happening again.
Miracle on Grass 4.0, I think it is now.
Nah, it's not happening. Freo are going to beat Brisbane.
I wouldn't-
Realistically, Freo will beat Geelong, but
I would
want to make
I would
him
like
mad,
that.
so I'm saying Brisbane.
I would like a Fremantle Geelong grand final where Fremantle wins. I would also tolerate Fremantle beating Brisbane. If not Brisbane, I think I would like to see Fremantle win.
I want Fremantle to win solely so I can go to a fucking parade for once. Because nothing ever happens here because no one likes Perth. So I want something to happen in my city. However,
heaps of stuff happened in Perth. You got that? That's all from Optus Oval. Oh, not Optus Oval, Optus Stadium.
like what?
Like I went to the fucking wrestling last year.
Do I look like I like wrestling?
But the,
No, that's your problem. But like Coldplay, NBL,
The NBL,
the BBL. Did I say the NBL? You're gonna get the rugby league soon as well, even though it's a shit sport.
Geelong.
I don't mind them, but like just yeah, they win too much for my like.
I picked Giants first, so I'm going to run with them in the grand final. I think it's their time. They've got the experience. Probably should have beat Brisbane, but Brisbane had too much aura and got him in the end. So in that final, so
feed his ego.
but they don't have Joe Danaher anymore, Brisbane. So I'm not going to pick them for the grand final, even though they got a few blokes in. I'm going to go with Hawthorn because if we're talking aura, they are the aura club, Hawthorn. And I think in finals they'll step up. So they don't probably even need to finish top 4 and they can still get there, I reckon. So, I reckon they might go there in the grand final.
But do you reckon the package with piece of the puck?
It's a pretty big in. I reckon it's underrated, but we'll see how it plays out.
But he's not in a contract year, so he's negligible.
He's looking.
That's true. He knows it's his last chance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So him and Toby Green Kane will be a menacing forward duo, I reckon. And then you got Jesse Hogue and then a few others running around, which I think is a good combo.
Sam Taylor
Maybe
too.
Maybe Essendon is just like an aura vacuum, like, and that's why Jake Stringer never took it. Now that he's out of the situation, he's at the Giants. Maybe like he's like his brain is unclouded, and now he's like locked in.
Been interesting.
What did he
Yeah,
go
but
for in the end? A pick in the 50s, right? 55 or something?
Yeah,
Something stupid like that, yeah.
Yeah, just a throwaway.
Basically
pick.
nothing.
Yeah, you may as well just give him to him. Premiership player, Jake Stringer.
Premiership hero.
Well, he is. He already is.
He is, yeah, 2016. Who could forget?
I Freo beating Sydney.
Oh, fuck. I was about to say Lockie knows ball.
He's got the flag.
Apparently he doesn't.
Retro flag.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't go to Patterson Stadium.
Patterson Stadium's goated.
I just think Freo are going to be too good. I don't think it's going to be an out.
Now, third time's the charm, baby. Lockie doesn't know ball. Lockie doesn't know ball.
They ran two game time trials, so they're going to win a grand final now, they reckon.
That's it.
That's crazy. I'd proper walk into the sea after that. Like, I've done 2K time trials. They are the shits, especially a man with my fucking
Athletic
mass.
prowess.
Did you see
Yeah,
that
thank you.
weird footage?
Or lack thereof.
That weird footage of Pap doing stretch.
Oh yeah, was that the
Wasn't it Will Hayward?
Oh, I thought it was.
That was
Pap.
Will
Yeah, when he was
Hayward.
doing the freaking
No, Papa
short-
was
Yeah.
laughing at him. It was for Fox Footy shooter, wasn't it?
I'm
It's
not
like at a
sure.
castle.
Car show, is that what you said?
doing
Yeah.
like promo work, and he's like doing a
The all new F-150.
Top Gear strip. So now we have our premiers. Who's taken North started?
I was going to say, Eggfoty probably thinks Took Miller, since people in finals can't fucking play in the grand final.
No, I know exactly who's getting the Norm Smith, but I'll let you go first.
I think realistically, Caleb Sarong would win it if Freo would win. However, I think maybe Will Ashcroft if Brisbane got on top of Freo, or I don't know, probably Bailey Smith if Geelong got on top of Freo. I don't see a losing team Norm Smith medalist. So depending on like who wins in each of my three grand finals,
Actually,
you want to
Especially
see
nowadays, because I think they used to vote on it like early in the fourth quarter, like back in the old days. And
yeah,
now they
like you can
vote
have
on
an
it a lot
incredible
later.
game and still lose, but if it's a close game, it could have gone either way, right?
2002.
Yeah.
Who won it 2002? Buckley?
Nathan Buckley.
Yeah, El Collingwood.
The last,
He fucking ripped
probably the
his neck as
last,
soon as he got.
the
podium.
closest we could have got to it was the Geelong.
Well, Kitty Coleman, was he the one?
Kitty Coleman probably. If he like, problem is like he wasn't as fit as he was in 2024 in 2023, so he kind of dropped away a little bit in the second half. But yeah, his halftime stats were
First
crazy.
half.
He was having a fucking crazy game.
It was definitely a coin flip, that one. Whoever
Yeah.
won, they got it right.
If Bobby Hill doesn't kick like 4 snags, who gets Norm on fucking Collingwood's 2023 premiership? Did they go for the Dacos glaze and give it to Nick, or did they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Bobby Hill can kick 4 goals on us. That's fine. I'll cop that.
As long as Dacos doesn't win anything, we're happy.
Yeah.
I see him too much on non-Collingwood posts. He's just there.
Oh.
I want him to go away.
That was the longest off season of my entire life. Holy shit.
Tell me about it.
Well, no, you didn't lose to Collingwood. You
That's
lost
true.
respectable Aura Brisbane.
Yeah, with an unbearable best mate. No, you weren't that bad. No.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, so I reckon Giants get the win, and then the guy who's going to get the most touches is probably going to be Tom Green. Some people say they're not as effective as his disposals as some other players, but I reckon he just gets it enough and maybe kicks a goal and gets the Norm Smith.
What about Darcy Jones?
Can he beat speed in a race?
Apparently.
I think give him another pre-season probably.
Eggfoty can.
Yeah. if he's quick enough, he might kick a few goals.
Didn't Callum Brown nearly beat Speed?
He lost to him, and he said, "I'll give you 10 grand if you beat me," and he lost to him.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
Feed
You'd be
just
pretty
takes
flat, man.
Darcy Jones.
Yeah, he gets a drop.
Dude, he is such an incredible athlete, Speed.
Tom Green.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about effective disposals, then Tom Mitchell shouldn't have a brown.
Well, yeah.
And
Who should have the Brownlow instead of Tom Mitchell that year? Dusty,
What year was it? 2018?
2018.
Luke
Yeah.
Parker.
Not
Did he?
Like
No,
really,
okay.
because he's
I think
crazy.
I remember
He just
Who is Sausage?
Mumford.
The
Of
big
course.
See, if with my 2 scenarios I presented, if I think Hawthorn beats Brisbane in the grand final because like they're our bogey team, like they hate us. We can't beat them for shit, and my lunch just died again. And I reckon if it's a Brisbane Port, I reckon Brisbane get up. I think just all due respect to Port Adelaide, I think we're an objectively better team, and we have that like 2 grand finals in a row experience now. So I think that we have that over them. So Norm Smith, if Hawthorn win, I think the Wizard, Norm Smith,
Ooh.
if
Wow.
Norm Smith, if Brisbane win, Norm Smith.
Happy tears, right?
Can I fucking finish? Norm
No.
Smith, if Brisbane win, Levi Ashcroft.
Oh my god.
Ashcroft.
We're doing this shit again.
Yeah, we are.
Oh man.
Hold on this hill.
Oh man.
Levi Ashcroft.
I saw a video. He was like doing the way, like he was just fake. Like,
Yeah,
I can see
you're
why
damn
he's
right.
trying to conceal.
Yeah, that's why I'm gassing it up. Alpha male.
Well,
You got something to say about that, Sharksray? He's gonna
Nah.
Yeah, Levi Ashcroft.
Just you wait.
with my so if Sydney prove they
Yeah, chatty.
out of their last probably,
Ooh.
but if they realistically Freo, I think a man with 3 grams will take in Shea Bolt because
Any particular reason, mate? Any particular reason?
definitely not Richmond biased. No,
Oh, no, I didn't think so, mate.
he was very wide off.
That's true.
And I think he has that spark. He's either going to score a goal and get 30 disposals.
He is a really good player.
He's good
I have
enough
to
to
admit.
I don't like that call.
do either or both. Dustin.
Yeah,
that's
I'd be cool
valid.
with that.
Speaking of the top 8, we've gone through the ground. Found out good mate Chaz. Some say
Yes.
who's taking Chaz round 5?
Well, his runner-up, Nick Dacos, he's got to win one. I know Sharksray probably won't like that, but he got the record amount of votes, except he had one guy ahead of him, bizarrely. But surely
No,
he
I
gets
agree.
one. The
I
media
agree.
love him. The coaches love him. Everyone loves him. He's an amazing player as well. I think he's just going to win it.
What is the umpire? Because like he got
Mark-
3 votes for
Yeah,
Well, Juan
that's.
Francis got 3 votes
great.
for like 17 votes or something.
I think there's
17
inconsistent
disposals.
votes
the 7 disposals.
for everyone.
I think if
Yeah, Errol was robbed for sure.
if they let I think that's the way it is. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
It could be even worse. Like
If they're
the
looking
star
at
players
stats.
get everything, and star players get all the votes, and then I don't know, but
Depends.
I just don't think there's any way you fix it.
depends if they like have. It needs a bit.
Yeah, see, I don't
Too big
think
coach numbers.
the like accumulator stats, like the kicks, handballs, should really be looked at. I think like clearances, so, like inside work, the disposal efficiency, tackles, like all the shit you wouldn't normally take into account on like a good game. Because like you can get 36 disposals, 26 handballs, and 10 kicks, right? Are you really doing as much as the guy who's laid 12 tackles and 6 clearances? Not really.
I think clearances are probably the most stat that is relates to the Brownlow. I think clearance players often get the most. Like Cripps dominates clearances.
Yeah.
Lockie Neal dominates it. So I don't know about
Well, back
clearances,
to
but yeah,
Tom
definitely.
Mitchell, so.
Yeah, those guys that just in front of the umpires all day. But I don't know, someone that plays really well on a wing and does their job really well doesn't get any votes a lot of the time.
Well, like James Rowbottom, he's mid-20s or something. He didn't poll his first Brownlow vote till this year.
Nick Dacos did.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was gonna say so did Errol, but he actually is one. So
Dacos gets a surprising amount of clearances though. He's actually a very good inside player, but people don't realise that.
who's this Dacos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
no,
can do
he's-
outside work as well, but people
That's what I
don't
hate
get it.
about him is he's so good. That's why I fucking hate the guy. He's just too good. Like, I see him a lot and I hate that, but I hate that like he backs it up too. Like, that's what I hate. I want to hate the guy, but you can't. He's
He's
just
just
too good
him.
of a player. Yeah, he is. No, it's just ridiculous. What was he pick 2? No, pick 4. It was a pick 4.
Father son.
Yeah, it should have been pick 1 if it was normal draft.
Yeah, or 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, you think he probably my vote probably should have had it. Tim Pally. He's a pretty handy player.
Yeah, he got 50 touches in a high school game once, and about nothing else with his career.
He
He didn't win a flag or anything.
He only won. No, I think you.
Nah, I agree. He's definitely due for one. He's owed 2. So, but I think Zach Merritt actually wins it solely because nobody else at Essendon likes playing football. So he's going to be the best on his team every single week. No one's going to steal votes if they're all dog shit, right? He's the only good player.
Hasn't he already been the best on his team every week for the past 5 years?
Yeah, but Essendon are continually going downhill, right? So
That's
the
true.
better they
That's true.
spiral, the better he looks.
That's true. No, that's fair.
Levi Ashcroft. No,
Don't you start.
I will start actually. He is a gem. He is elite. The prodigal son. Yes, thank you. You thought
Well,
Will was
Lockie,
good. He was
shut
he was
up.
the entree.
The entree? Nah.
We're getting the main course this year, brother.
Ashcroft is a munch.
Nah, but for real, I reckon holy shit, Bonapelli has to win one at some point. Does he
Yeah.
not? Like fuck
Yeah.
me. Like seriously, if
Yeah,
he
it's a bit of a
retires,
joke.
if he retires tomorrow, he's the greatest player ever to not win it. Like
He's the
by
greatest bulldog now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Widely
yeah, like
considered. Like,
he's the greatest West like bulldog of all time. Like he's premiership player, multiple BNF winner. Like he is giving himself a heart attack every week to get the Bulldogs over the line, except for when Bever put him in the forward line for no reason in that elimination final last year. Even then, like brother's still trying. Like if he retires tomorrow, he's the greatest ever to not win a Brownlow. Like
bit of a tangent.
That's bullshit.
Does Bont re-sign with the Dogs, or does he go somewhere else?
I reckon he retires a Bulldog. He
Yeah.
strikes
You
me as
reckon?
that kind of fella.
Yeah.
He strikes me as that kind of fella to be like a lifer.
Well, Buddy
Yeah.
Franklin was a Hawthorn lifer, wasn't he? Apparently.
Nah.
I think
He, Buddy was never walking
I think there's
until he did.
very
So
few-
I don't know. I think he goes.
I think there's very I think that as well because like stated
What, for being on one club?
just like
Hmm.
clubs are
I don't know. I feel like anyone can walk. Luke Parker walked, well, traded, but
Didn't he get kicked out?
what do you mean?
He
Like
wasn't
the playing
getting. He wasn't getting picked.
Well, no, because because in last preseason he broke his wrist, so he didn't play 6
And then-
weeks, and then he
and
got
then
the
he got
VFL
suspended.
suspension. Yeah, and then we were on that 14 win run. Right?
Winning
He wouldn't
run,
change
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So I think it's more why change what's working. He can play in the twos.
Yeah. But at
But
his age,
still-
if you're playing in twos at his stage of his career, it's a bit of a
No,
you
I
wanna
agree.
reset.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, but then
He did get
I
back
don't
in
know,
his
it's just-
seniors, of course.
Yeah, but he won a flag in 2012, stayed with the Swans through all the grand final losses. You would have thought he'd be a Swan for life, and then
Yeah,
nah,
I never thought he.
I want to
he
go
was
to
a
North. Yeah, I think the media talked him into leaving, really, with the whole speculation around it.
bit-
But
That's
that's
fair.
more to my point. Like, Bont won a flag. He's in a pretty shit club at the moment. Unless things change, why would he stay?
He reminds me of like Luke Hodge when he went to Brisbane in 2019 for like one more year just to like help out and
Yeah.
do like help out a young team.
Or your mate Jack Gunston.
Oh, that's a different story. He had like injuries and selection issues and some personal shit. Yeah, but he still did a bit. He probably was a bit stiff not playing the grand final in 2023, but like, we had a team and Fake stuck to it.
It almost worked too.
It came
Very
he's
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dick. Yeah, like I'm never gonna fault the fucking selection process in that finals campaign. I don't think.
Yeah, it's like, hey, who's your favorite player that you played against or with today? Okay, cool. They're the MVP this week.
yeah.
That's about it. Like,
And I think
It generally picks the best player.
and I think
Yeah.
it's a why I think it's a you're genuine getting better eyed players.
So that's why I'm going to go Bont just for the drama. He's not going to win another Brownlow. He's going to win an MVP
He's gonna
just to make it interesting.
that would be 4.
who's won the most? Eggfoty or Frozen, by the way. Oh, you're back. Never mind.
Gab.
I think
the whole thing.
Ablett had 5, I think.
Oh, do you?
No one's even close to him, so
Well,
someone's got to get close. It might be Bont.
Bont's on 3.
Yes, I froze through like half of all of that. But yeah, Levi Ashcroft. Nah, for real. It'll be Dacos, Bont, or Cripps. I think those are the big three. I think.
So who are you picking?
Probably Dacos, I reckon. Like Bont gets a Brownlow for once. Dacos gets the MVP. I do like Nick. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I met him at the grand final briefly. He's also
He was a
quite a
nice
handy player.
when I met him. Someone
Oh yeah, Bailey Smith kind of shit.
I tried to give him my pizza when I was at quarter time. I'm like, "Hey, you want some pizza?" Politely declined. I get it. You don't look like Nick Dacos by eating pizza. I accept that.
I reckon he liked
Yeah, not
Nick Dacos. If you're watching Lockie's video, tell us if you like pizza.
not served to him by a large
By a
man
fat ranger at the grand final.
in Brisbane Pelican area, half eaten.
half-eaten margarita.
No, it was pepperoni.
He just
The
peeled the
MCG pizza
pepperonis
was actually
off.
pretty good. It was actually pretty
Is it?
decent. Like for MCG pizza, it was. I did not mind it.
You don't know nothing about the Optus Stadium hot dogs, boy.
Oh, fucking Optus Stadium glizzies. I'll be sure to get around it.
Dude, they do like a double barrel glizzy. It's fucking incredible.
Double barrel. Holy.
Yeah. You don't get to my stature by not eating those. Hot dog.
Oh, digging it off.
Hot diggity dog. I have Chad Warner winning the MVP this year. I just think that with the whole contract speculation stuff, people are going to be watching him closely anyway. And then obviously, I think Andy said it before, the more eyes on you, the more likely you are to win this shit. I think with the Brownlow, but I think Warner re-signing is based solely on if we win the flag this year. I think because he did an interview, I want to say just over a year ago. Just over a year ago before last year. That he's here to win grand finals. He's here to win flags. That's what he wants, so he'll figure it out after that. And that kind of tells me, like, I'm staying at Sydney until I win a flag. But then if the contract's up and West Coast will be throwing, 4 mortgages worth a year, you'd be silly to throw that away Yeah, well, you look
Or-
at the upside of the Eagles too. Harley Reid, Oscar Allen's fantastic. All these young talent coming through. He's still at the age where he can be a part of that in a leadership role. Like, no, he's
Yeah.
not. Nah, he's not going fucking anywhere. He's a captain, man.
The Joe Show 2.0, baby.
No, he's not going anywhere. He's staying at the Eagles. If Chad goes to the Eagles, Allen's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
They're going to play finals the very next year.
I hope Chad stays at the Swans, actually.
I do too, but I wouldn't blame him for leaving. That's generational
Swans
money,
last
man. Nah,
4 Perth mortgages, that's equivalent to 1 Queensland mortgage. That's impressive.
yeah, well, half a Sydney one.
Yeah, better. Nah, Melbourne's going down, so I think like maybe 3/4 of a Melbourne one.
Anyway, we're not talking about real estate. We're talking about Chad Warner.
I'll never be talking about real estate.
I think, I mean, with that regard, I think Sydney will fucking force a trade, bunch him up with Corey and send them both away for hopefully a handy few first rounders, wherever they happen to come from. But that's not what we're talking about. Chad Warner wins the MVP.
I don't mind that.
Because that's what he is. If you stop Heaney, Chad and Arrow will get you, so it's one of those two. I mean, statistically, we're still the best midfield in the league because no one's played a game yet.
But with Warner, I mean, you're the Swans fan, but I don't really rate him as their best player. And like the second or third option on a team doesn't really usually win the MVP, do they?
Nah, I agree. Like Heaney is better, and then Goulden's more watchable. But the work Chad's none of them are A graders. So. I think Errol was an A. I mean, Kane's list is probably the proper one. Let's be real. I don't know. Like, I agree with what you say, Andy, but I just feel like he shows off
He
a
might
lot.
step up.
Yeah, that's it. Because he was only 23.
Mm.
He's not even hit that point where he's kind of grabbing the comp by the nuts, and he's still doing pretty well for himself. Why?
Yeah, I'm just backing you
But
up.
it's
I agree.
Oh shit, that's my mic on.
Sharksray hand.
Yeah, mate.
That's what you're getting. That's why I stand up and go to my door to get Mars pods.
What's next?
Yeah,
Rising Star?
The two other John Cole Walker.
I assume that's me. But I don't think Tex is going to make it. I don't think Eddie Crow is going to make it. But we might see a few more goals from Phil Thorpe. But
I was
reckon
going to say, I think Phil Thorpe will be way up there. He looks fucking scary.
he's probably going to share goals with Fogg. That's the thing. He's getting up the ground a bit, stuff like that. So yeah,
But he's incredible on a lead.
yes,
Playing
and
deep like he's scary.
he gets contested marks unlike Fogg does. That's the difference.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I would not.
I feel like he'd eat me.
I would not.
He was a friendly guy until he got his beard, and all of a sudden he's intimidating. I think he's followed. Followed
Makes me
Egg
feel
there.
like I'm 2 foot tall walking down Rundle Mall.
But anyway,
Who, me
with
or
my
Phil
Giants theme,
Not you.
Giants team, I'm going to go with Jesse Hogan once again to
Yeah.
get the Coleman.
You don't think Cadman will kind of step up, take some of the load off him? Because he did.
I don't think Cadman is a first round talent, to be honest.
Really?
He might get there, but yeah, I think Hogan is the guy, and he's got options around him to shift the defenders away from him as well. So they're well stocked up forward.
Well, then how do you feel about Jamara off-field stuff aside as a player? If you don't think that
As a
Cadman's, first-round talent, how do you feel about Jamara?
Yeah, Jamara definitely is.
Yeah.
He's got shades of Buddy Franklin about his game
Oh, yeah.
style. But it's just his off-field stuff at the moment, isn't it?
But he's in an off-field role, yeah. Well, he did when the Bulldogs were on their training camp. I think he already did the VFL training programs with them. So he is still with the club training, but I think he's just lightning
right.
with the VFL guys.
It's not what you want from your number one pick, though.
Considering they just
Yeah,
signed
well, I
him
mean,
as well,
You wouldn't want another Tom Boyd.
Mm.
Oh, and then he goes to Sydney instead. Yeah. Well, we're not going to have to pay fucking Chad Warner, are we?
Yeah, that's true. You got money.
I got first-round picks in a trade, maybe. Jamara to the Swans. Imagine.
Tomorrow to Lions.
No one wants to go to that poverty club. Anyway, where were we?
Coleman medalist.
Oh, yeah. I got Jai Amos. I'm big on him. I love the guy. I love his game. Because he I can't remember the exact number, but his like the amount of shots at goal he gets to take is fucking insane. I guess now that the end of last year, Tracy had a real good season, but I just think Amos is ready to step up. But oh my god, he's incredible. He's going to be the next like big key forward. Absolutely, 100%.
Big breakout year for him.
Oh yeah, like big time. Because like with the amount of shots that he took last year, he was like 49 goals for 41 behinds from set shot.
Wow.
If he straightens up a bit, he won it last year.
True,
But again,
true.
it's unreasonable to predict 100% accuracy. But even if half of those were the other way, I think he won it, right? It was like top 3.
Yeah.
So he's 23. He's ready. He's going to be.
And Freo should be better.
Yeah, the delivery he's going to get too. Yeah, see, in a good team, you get good delivery, you get good accolades. Saw it with Hogan. He got real good
Yeah,
delivery. He
sure.
won it. Carlton started playing well. Kerno, Mackay, Kerno, whatever it went, whatever the order was.
Yeah.
It's like 20.
Yeah, because Richmond were playing really good footy. I think the only exception to that could be Larky, but I'm sure someone will say him if someone wants to say something.
Yeah. So
There we go.
you fucking spoiled it for me, but like I was he's a little bit out there, but he's not out of line. I don't think. Suvlaki from Suvlaki Hut, Nick Larky. Yeah. I think no.
No, he wins the next one. I'm pretty sure. I'm not a.
He wins
I'm
the
not
next
a
one. Yeah,
magician,
he's got
but
next year. Yeah, you can't win everything.
unfortunately.
Nah. Even if you are Levi Ashcroft, but nah, for real. Like I think he is a incredible talent, and I think North Melbourne's gonna have not a top 8 year, but a better year than last year. Like Clarko is going to be more at home. This is going to be his second full year. His first year at North Melbourne, don't forget, was pretty interrupted. North Melbourne is looking a bit better in the midfield. Luke Parker's coming to give them some help and some leadership. Amos,
Caleb Daniel.
delivery, and Caleb Daniel as well. Lest we forget.
Darling, is it?
Yeah.
Darling as well. Yeah, he's got backup as well. In the forward line. So yeah, like delivery is going to be better. The forward composition is going to be a lot better. He's in a position to succeed this year, I reckon. So I reckon all things being equal, he could be up there.
Sheasel in the midfield as well, going to kick a few to him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's incredible by foot too.
Yeah, for sure.
I've someone a bit out of pocket. I've gone Ben Gold.
Okay.
Gold Coast.
Yeah,
really
I feel
wanna
that.
Make a stab, mate, and why?
I think the
Be
ceiling
nice
for the
goal.
King brothers have just swapped because I think Ben had done his ACL in his draft year, right, or shortly after, I believe. Yeah, and then Max King was supposed to be like the guy, and now I think their ceiling and their expectations have completely swapped, and I love it because I hate St Kilda.
Max is on like,
Hey.
isn't he like?
He would be. He definitely would be.
That's insane.
Well, Mac Andrew would be too. That's more insane.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, but Mac
that
Andrews
could,
a fucking enigma.
stop my.
He deserves that money.
But Mac, like I think
Yeah.
Mac's
Yeah.
probably really bang.
He's like Adam
Yeah, he
Goods.
could be
He can play on
anything.
the wing. He can play on the wing too. He's so athletic. He's incredible.
Well,
That's good.
Speak young pup, rising star. He's got the rising star on the wood in this vid. Still tuned in.
All right, we can skip egg footy.
No, Egg said Suvlaki.
No, for the Rising Star, we can skip him.
Oh,
Savings
He is,
talking.
for real. Like he has a genuine chance of winning it this year, is he not?
Yeah.
Him or
No,
one
he
of
is.
the Gold Coast-
Well,
him
yeah,
or one of the
absolutely.
Gold Coast Academy players, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah.
if
He was for most of the year, wasn't
The greatest junior career of all time.
he? Except mine.
Junior guy.
Except yours. Fuck off.
I
Well, that's what it said on this Wikipedia just now. So
Gotta look up your favorite player. Come on.
no, I do have an account, but I don't. You won't see me on the fucking edit history.
Levi Ashcroft saved my son from a burning building.
I've gone also from someone. I'm our number one pick, Laylaw. I've gone our draft, Josh Smiley. Just from the footage I've seen, showing a lot. Like he gave Jaden Short the other day. Every bit they put out is heavily featured. I highly round one. Right.
Oh, wow. He's done his hammy, hasn't he? But he should be right for round
He
one.
should be, yeah.
I think
there's precautions.
Crip type player, isn't he? Big inside mid. It seems like a huge lad.
Oh no, that's a Laylaw. Smiley's in here.
Isn't Smiley? Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty tall still.
He's still pretty tall, but he's like not Laylaw though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
Be more agile.
Impressed. Like in the times, like
Yeah, he looks big, but his numbers in juniors weren't very strong. I'm curious how to see he goes in the AFL.
Just want to slide in. Smiley's 195 centimeters.
Yeah.
There you
tall
go.
fella.
I thought that
So
was
a
pretty
real
tall.
big cripper mid, like big boy.
Yeah,
Big boy.
Big boy. And Layla is 188, so quite a bit of difference.
there we go.
My rising star pick. Wait, sorry, am I butting in?
No, I was just gonna
No.
ask who yours
No.
was.
Matt Whitlock. You probably don't know what team he plays for.
I don't know.
Either Port Adelaide or North Melbourne, isn't it?
North Melbourne, yeah. North traded up in the draft to get him at pick 27. He was in his draft year played as a key forward, but they drafted him to play as key defender. I think he just plays in round one through sheer lack of availability for a big, tall key defender and worry about his development after the fact. Because say Jack Darling needs to fuck off for a bit, get his body right, come back and help. He can swing forward. He's like that swingman utility. He's just like a general useful guy. I think that being able to play multiple roles, if not should be more highly regarded in the conversation, not just how many touches did this young midfielder get. So like, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a conversation about him, assuming he plays round one. But I mean, what other 197 centimeter key defenders do North Melbourne have? Because you don't get a bag kicked on you for having good defenders, right? I reckon if he plays good and keeps his spot, he's a genuine shout.
That's it. When was the last time?
I was just thinking Talia won 2012.
That might be it.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
think of
it's
the defense.
fairly uncommon.
Did she?
Oh, but that's half
Yeah,
back
but he
though, like
wasn't
not a
playing
big
on
key
anyone.
position player.
Yeah,
I mean,
playing
shit, they
a
could even
lockdown
play him as a
position.
third tall forward and do it that way. I think the conversation's still the same. If he's needed down back, he'll back.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting call.
Highlights, mate. Mine.
But for my pick, I'm not going to pick someone from last year's draft class. I'm going the one before, and someone from the Crows, Dan Curtin. He's very impressive in the preseason. Yeah, so I think he's really, really similar to Jordan Dawson. Left footer, he's agile, he's tall, he's big, he's strong, but he can tackle well and he works hard. I think he's going to play forward a lot, but if he can kick a couple goals and then go in the midfield as well, he's definitely a chance. He'll stand out if given the right role.
Sorry about
Who comes out for?
that.
Who comes out for Sharksray?
Sharksray.
Who comes out for Sharksray?
I think he came out.
Sorry, chat. I disconnected. Can we say that all again?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear your answer to my question.
Well, we only heard who comes out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, my fucking internet dropped. Who comes out for Dan Curtin to play? Because I'm coming out. Yeah, who's out so Curtin can play though? Because he only played a handful of sub games, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing. He only didn't get much of a run last year. A couple injuries there, but Laird goes back to defence, and then so it's a forward spot he's going to take. So it could be any forward really.
Okay.
There's no Himmelberg anymore. There's no Ned McHenry. I don't know, but I think he'll get a run pretty.
But there is a spot there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon he's best 22.
You can't trade up for a guy and then not play him. So fair enough.
Yeah, I think we got to give him a run.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if it doesn't work, trade him for value and see you later. But it'll work. He's a good player. It was real good for the waffle.
Yeah.
Wow.
The waffle for Claremont.
Well, I think that brings us to our final one, and I think I've got a funny
Brisbane.
Hey.
Tasman.
For me, it's harder to predict like shit teams than it is like good teams. It's weird. Like I don't see like a clear definitive shit team this year, aside from like maybe Richmond, depending on like how their young talent pans out. But like, Adam Uze is very capable. He's very competent. So they are in
Is
good
Gibkiss available? Or is he still injured?
He's just had another.
Oh, has he? Fuck.
Not surprising.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say if he's playing, they're off the bottom. If he's playing, they're off the bottom. So I have an answer.
I think if we had a.
Well, I mean, as of right now. Oh, you go. Sorry, mate.
If we had he straight back, so I've got no 7 game. Like I feel bad for Uze, but Uze, I know the capability of.
Yeah.
He's got the capability to take us up the ladder. Like Rome.
There's no way he gets David Teagued and sacked for not performing with the shit list. Let's be real, or a lower than average list. I'll say not shit because first round is the talent potential through the roof. So
Rome.
It wasn't.
Yep, we know about that. Like, look at Fagan in his first year. Nah, for real, look at Fagan in his first year, and like I see a lot of parallels between the two, man.
How long did it take Fagan to get into finals? Was it 3 years?
It was in his third year.
Yeah,
2017 Wooden Spooners, 2018 15th, 2019 top 4.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh, that doesn't matter though. Like the jump between them could happen again, right? Like,
oh yeah, like see what happens.
Get past the second year blues for the draftees, third year they're fucking in the league, they know what to expect. Bang.
Yeah, it's all culture.
Plus Tassie will be in by then, so there's a new wooden spoon contender.
Yeah, well,
assuming it happens the same way Gold Coast and Giants.
Richmond need to get their fucking shit together now, because like if Tassie comes in and steals all the fucking talent, then there will be like we got stitched up by like GWS and Gold Coast coming in. Like
no, they'll learn from that though.
Tassie though, they've played smart. $10. They got 200,000 to selling ice already, I believe.
My girlfriend is a Tassie member. She likes the green.
They'll do well. They'll do a lot better than the other expansion clubs.
Probably get.
You can't do that with other expansion clubs though, because like Tassie's been like in demand forever.
They could really sign it back, like get it better. Like I said, for whoever set.
Yeah, that's why it's smart that Richmond have sort of blown up their team now and could get ahead of the Tassie expansion. I think they're definitely going to finish last. I think this list is probably the worst list we've seen for a little while, just because of how young it is, and the senior players aren't there.
That's what I think Kane probably, because if Bolter...
Yeah, you can find guys like him.
Bolter would have
and he wasn't the guy you spent a lot on to get him initially anyway. Yeah, someone needs to play for them. Yeah. You can't trade everyone, but...
That's a really good point, because if Bolter did walk, I'm assuming it would land at band 1. because
Yeah.
you'd have to get a lot of money to walk away from a lot of money, right? That pick would land at pick 2 after that first pick. So they would have got 1, 2, and then the remaining 6 in the first round.
That's
They could have
crazy.
had 8 if he walked.
Yeah.
By the way.
Well, he wouldn't be walking. To
What's
the
worse,
next
Vulture or
season.
Battleworth fucking first round picks? Oh, he still had an extra
Yeah.
year. Okay.
But look,
I mean, that kind of works then as
Yes.
well, because if you bottom out this year as well, you get the second pick anyway.
I also
Which means they missed out on Finn
I
O'Sullivan.
low-key like a wild card team that I can see because I think
Yeah, I
they're,
like that.
Kind of agree, yeah.
They're external. Like,
But they have a great culture.
I'm not sure Wooden Spoon bad, but like maybe
Yeah,
middle of bottom 10, maybe.
yeah,
13,
I agree with that.
Well, realistically, if Richmond get a couple of lucky wins, let's call it that, and,
I
you know,
think North-
Demons are going to be around that mark anyway, I think it's not a bad
North are
shout. I
probably
mean,
due for
it's a pretty bad shout, but
Like,
yeah,
It's not
North,
bad.
well, in my video, I had North finishing like fucking 10th. Like, I think they're going to fly up
I
this
think
year.
North are probably
Mhm.
they because West
I
Coast.
think Eagles are about
West
the
Coast,
same.
They look like they had. I think Mick Walter. I think
Yeah.
he just. I don't much.
I think the word out of Eagle land is like a very forward half offensive brand of footy. I guess like Hawthorn did, right? They kind of play that scrappy chaos hawk ball. So they're probably not far away from returning to finals, really, the Eagles.
Even like
Having a guy of Harley Reid's expertise helps.
if Saints don't have. I don't know.
I think that's enough to bottom them out, though. They were my pick for it.
I
Yeah.
think Melbourne and
Obviously, we don't know the severity, but
Melbourne and Saints.
Well, Filippo's out for a lot of the season. He was apparently doing really well at training.
Yeah.
We don't know. King Sinclair has scans. There was another
What
one.
happened to Phillip?
Back stress fracture, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I
Yeah,
can't
something
remember,
like
but yeah. But he's out for a lot this year. Max King, obviously, with knee scans. He hasn't done his ACL, I don't think, but Sinclair, hamstring scans. There was one more. There was another one. But yeah, like I think that's enough damage early in the season to kind of not be able to bring it back. And then if someone can
Put him on the back foot.
if someone can convince thickhead Ross Lyon to kind of like, hey, let's play the draft this year, you know, they could bottom out. I reckon it's viable. Not tank, obviously. I'm not saying that. But
Their injury list at the moment.
a tactical loss here and there could probably put them in a better spot for next year. I'll say that.
Kamenides, but he's.
Oh, is
That's
he?
huge.
That's big.
but,
That's real big.
They expect these.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
so not that injured.
Max
Okay.
King, Liam.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Liam Henry.
He was injured at the end of last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah,
Wasn't he a draftee though?
yeah. Recent
Yeah,
draftee.
he's got a-
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got a-
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I read that. So yeah, quite a long injury
They've
list
got a massive
for a team
injury
that
list on their
what
women's side as
hasn't
well.
really done anything. Yeah.
The training ground at Moorabbin must be pretty hard.
Oh, yeah. Not like Optus. Is the turf good enough at Optus Stadium? Fuck off, it's fine. You're just a pussy.
I think Melbourne, like
Oh,
as well
well.
as stuff, they've got.
I mean, I'm pretty against your point. Like, I think Melbourne's midfield will carry them though. Like,
Yeah.
that midfield would be
We've
the
got
difference
Gawn.
maker. Gawn, like Clayton's apparently
Trark, yeah,
playing
all that.
really good. Clarence. So like, yeah, if Trark can get back to even half as good as he was, he adds so much more value than the rest of their list. So I think that
Yeah.
that midfield itself will carry the weak spots. I guess, you know, I hate to say it like Sydney's did last year because both ends are pretty weak. Melbourne, both ends are pretty weak. May and Lever, May's getting old, he was always injured. I don't know, I just don't think Melbourne can bottom out, but
Mhm.
it would be funny. I think it would
Be funny,
I would too.
but I don't think it'll happen.
Can he take Melbourne?
Bebo flexes his handlebar mustache on young demons.
Yeah, is he bringing back the Chopper Raid mustache?
Oh, they're playing good footy when he had that, and then he shaved it off and they went to shit.
Well, I think that's about. Let's leave it.
Subscribe to my channel. I'm the best content creator in the AFL community. I'm the savior.
He's in for a big year, not you, Sharksray. Levi Ashcroft, he's in for a big year.
I would argue we both are. I've got some shit in the works.
I would too, actually. Yeah, you're right. I would too.
You fucking know about it, cunt.
Yeah,
You're a dickhead, eh?
I know.
I just want to say thanks for having us. That's all.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
It's been fun. It's been
I
fun.
fuck with your content big time.
You guys.
Oh, thanks.
And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next long one. All right.
Subscribe to King Dreamer. Woo!